Hey, what is up guys? My name is Andy. Welcome to the show. Today we are going to talk about the Pelagos 39 and today I'm wearing it with a Chevron strap from Crown & Buckle. It is just amazing. It looks cool. I just recommend this strap from them. This is, I think, a new one. I'm not sponsored by them. I'm just telling you guys that this looks incredible. It's a 21 millimeter strap, so there's no problem there. And yeah, go check them out. So the Pelagos 39 has blown me away because it is the Homage, the SUBMARINER Homage killer. Yes, what do I mean by this? You can right now grab all your Homages from the Sub and throw them away because this is just the best Homage there is for the SUBMARINER. And not just the SUBMARINER, the vintage SUBMARINER from Tudor that has these snowflake hands and snowflake indexes. And for me, it's just almost perfect. This watch is almost perfect, and just for one fact or two, let's check them out. I've taken a lot to review this watch because I wanted to experience it a lot. I wanted to use it a lot and how it is my experience with this watch, and then try to tell you guys about this watch. So one of the things that I noticed that I love about this watch is that it is titanium, it is lightweight, and it has the Tiffet. But almost the things that I hate about this watch, and hate is a strong word, I don't like too much, is that it is titanium, it is lightweight, and it has the Tiffet. Let me explain. So I really love that this watch is titanium and lightweight because you don't feel that watch that much, and you can use it for a lot of things, and maybe running or doing whatever labor you're doing, just typing on your desk, on your computer. You cannot feel the watch a lot on your wrist, so that's a good thing if you don't like to feel your watch, or if you want to be comfortable wearing your watch. The titanium is incredible because it gives you this kind of a buffer watch, kind of a tooly vibe watch, and it just looks incredible with every attire. And well, the Tiffet is incredible because now you can adjust in the fly your watch, one thing that you cannot do with the 58. So now, yes, they are the same things that I don't like about the watch, is that it's titanium and lightweight and Tiffet. Let me explain. I don't like that it's titanium because I really miss the sheen, the shine, and the color of steel. I really love the color, the sheen, the shininess, and the softness that it gives you when you're wearing it on your wrist. One of the downsides of titanium, and when it is not that well treated, is that it is a bit rough. So you can feel the titanium scraping on your wrist from time to time and kind of rough on the edges. And now I really miss the heft of steel watch, and that heft, that feel on the wrist that you are very accustomed to. You cannot feel it here. And the Tiffet, yes, it is, although it is good to have the Tiffet, you add it when you have a clasp very long. It's not that very comfortable, and it's not about the Tiffet, it is actually about the diver's extension. For me, this was a miss because this diver's extension does not have anything to attach to the clasp. And so what happens is that it is very loose on the clasp, and it makes noises, so it's very ratchety. So I'm not going to use the diver's extension, so for me it's a downside. And so now that I got out that of my chest, let's talk about the watch a little bit. So the watch is titanium, so it weighs 112 grams, something like that. And the watch is 40 millimeters in diameter. For me, it's at 40 millimeters, not 39, because the bezel protrudes over of the case. The case is 39, yes, on point, but the bezel is protruding from the case, so it's 40 millimeters. The bezel itself is ceramic, and it has a brush finishing that gives you a kind of play with the light that maybe sometimes looks very dark, and then you have a very ghosted bezel vibe here. It's just amazing to look at. Then we have the dial. The dial, it is a black sunburst dial, but the sunburst is super subtle. You cannot notice that a sunburst with not in every single situation. You have to go under a very harsh light to notice it. Then you have the indexes, and this famous indexes that Tudor has made from the Tudor Snowflake, Tudor Sub, and this is just come around, but in a neo vintage style that is the Pelagos 39. So I really like the snowflake indexes and snowflake sands, and I really like that it has the ceramic loom plops that they had loom all over, and it looks incredible when you are looking down your wrist when it's dark and you have the loom shining on. Actually, speaking of loom, you have loom on the bezel too, so that's very, very handy. One of the things of the loom is that the loom is not strong as the indexes, and the bezel is just a bit less brighter, and that gives me some kind of a QC issue for the first Tudor Pelagoses, and I think that they are going to arrange that in the near future, but I think that it's not so much noticeable, but you can notice that the hands dim ever so slightly faster than the other parts of the watch that is loomed. In the dial, I really like the Pelagos in red. It gives you a kind of an optic illusion that you only have 3 texts in the dial, 3 texts of writing on the dial instead of 4, because the Pelagos in red does not look as bright as white, so that's a good thing. Now, yes, it gives you a vibe of a sea dweller, and people are not liking this, but for me, it just gives you a thing to look at when you're looking at the watch, and it's a bit fun. Now, speaking of the color is black, but with the light, this watch changes very drastically with different scenarios. Sometimes the dial looks very grayish, then in other lights it can look a very deep black, and very, very matte black, and in other situations you can see that the bezel gives you a ghosted bite bezel, so that gives you a very vintagey vibe, a bezel that could be fading out. I really like the play that this watch gives you when you're wearing it on your wrist, and it just makes me smile. Now, people are saying that they don't like that sunburst dial or that brushed finishing on the bezel, but I don't mind it here. I think that this brings some play to the watch and it looks incredible. Let's address something else that I don't like about this watch. That is that it has 21mm log width, and everybody is complaining about that. I do complain about that, but I found a solution. As I already said, I bought a crown and buckle, very nice Chevron strap. I really, really like it, and it feels incredible on the wrist, and it goes incredibly good with the watch. So go check them out. Again, this is not sponsored. I really love buying from them. The straps are super high quality. But then again, the 21mm in diameter, it doesn't bother me too much because I rarely take it out of the strap of the bracelet. The bracelet is very good. As I already said, it's a bit rough on the edges, but sometimes you feel it very comfortable. Sometimes it's just kind of uncomfortable. I know that it is very polarizing, but I just feel like that. And the thing that it annoys me a lot is that it's very ratchety because of the clasp that has that loose diver's extension. Now, this gives you the feeling of a vintage bracelet, like you had a bracelet that has middle links that are hollow, and that gives you something to, I don't know, like it's kind of cool to feel that you're holding a kind of a vintage watch on your wrist. Now, don't get me wrong, the clasp is superb. The ceramic pins that it has for opening and closing is just amazing, and I really appreciate that Tudor incorporates this to their watches. Not even Rolex do this. Now, I gotta say that I really like the feeling of the titanium when you are turning your bezel and when you are unscrewing your crown. Because it is very, very ultra grippy. I really like how it feels when you're turning your bezel, and the bezel actually it just feels great, and it sounds exactly the same as the Black Bay 58. Kind of feels something different, but the overall experience is almost the same. So now let's hear the bezel. So that's very nice. I really like how it looks, how it feels. One of the things that I want to talk about is that you have to push down the bezel in order to turn it easily. I think that Tudor has made this on purpose. I hope so. If Tudor is seeing this, please feel free to let me know if this is true. I think that Tudor makes this on purpose, this bezel feel a bit more like having more resistance to the bezel if you're not pressing down. I think that this is in order for you not to move the bezel accidentally. So now the crown is very easy to unscrew and screw down. When you wind the watch, that's a beauty. You cannot feel any roughness when you are winding the watch. It just feels very smooth, very nice. And the hands, when you're moving them, are incredible. You can feel them very smooth without any problem whatsoever. So the shape of the case, I really like it. The shape of the case is very reminiscent of the Rolex subs or the Tudor subs of the past, and I really like it. This is very different to the Black Bay 58. It just feels a bit bigger and it feels more sporty than the Black Bay 58, because the Black Bay 58 does not have these crown guards, and it just feels very rough and tough and very tooly. So now this is the closest that we are going to have as a Submariner or a Tudor Submariner here on the new Tudors. For me, I think that Tudor is not gonna take the risk to make a Submariner for a new, a new watch for Tudor. I think that Pelagos is turning into that. I think that they are going to make more colors or more iterations, but this is going to be the new Submariner from Tudor. So the watch comes with a really cool rubber strap, and I really like it. At first I didn't, because it was a bit stiff, but when you use it, you wear it down and it conforms to your wrist, so it's just very comfortable, and it's not easy to change because you have to use a tool. I already scratched my Pelagos 39 using a tool for opening, for taking out the bracelet, but it's fairly easy, and it's cool to have a freebie here with your watch and having different type of bracelets or straps to use with the watch, so you do not get bored, something like that, or use it for a lot more things. Now this makes the watch a lot less heavier, so it's a cool thing to have. So the wearability of this watch is just amazing. I really like it. Sometimes I really wish that this was a Black Bay 58, because I really miss that watch. I think that I am going to buy it again. I don't know when, but I am going to have it. They are very different watches. If you're looking for a dressy piece that you can use it in any situation and everywhere, just go and get the Tudor 58. If you like more vintage look, go for the Black Bay 58, and if you don't like a titanium, go for the Black Bay 58. But if you don't mind anything of that, and you're looking for a tool watch vibe, and you're looking for a Submariner from Tudor, but now they are very expensive, this is the way to go. I think that this gives you the vibe of it, and it really looks incredible with any attire, almost any attire. I use it every single day. The watch is just very comfortable, and if you're looking for a more truly kind of like a Submariner watch, this is the way to go. The Pelagos is incredible, and actually for me to have these snowflake hands and snowflake indices is just an incredible thing to have from the heritage of the Tudor Submariner, and this is what separates Tudor from Rolex. So it's a good ththing to have a 39mm Pelagos with the snowflake hands and snowflake indexes. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments down below, do you prefer the Black Bay 58 or the Pelagos 39? I really want to know. Remember to like and subscribe, and if you don't want to subscribe, don't worry. Thank you for watching. So now if you like the video, now go ahead and click the subscribe button. It really helps to the channel. 95% of the people that see my videos are not subscribed, so it really helps if you click the subscribe button. Just subscribe to the channel, it really helps. Thank you guys for watching, and remember, I am Andy, and I'll be here spending time watching time.